Imagine waking up one morning, not to the sound of an alarm, but to complete silence. No cities, no houses, no hospitals, no police, no one coming to save you. Just you and a world that wanted you dead. One wrong step, one hidden predator, one unexpected storm, and your entire bloodline could disappear before sunset. Today, when we think about danger, we imagine wars, diseases, or car accidents. But for almost all of human history, simply surviving one single day was the greatest challenge imaginable. And among the thousands of days our ancestors lived, there may have been one kind of day that was more terrifying than all the others. A day when nature itself declared war on humanity. So, what was the most dangerous day an ancient human could ever experience? To answer that, we have to go back about 70,000 years. Picture East Africa, the place where modern humans first evolved. Forget the green forests you see in documentaries. Much of the landscape was unpredictable. Open grasslands stretched for miles. Rocky hills hid unseen predators. Water sources appeared and disappeared without warning. Every single morning started with one question. Not, what should we do today? But, will we still be alive tonight? Because unlike today, humans weren't the strongest animals. Not even close. We didn't have claws. We didn't have sharp teeth. We couldn't outrun most predators. We couldn't smell danger from miles away. In almost every physical category, we lost. So why didn't we go extinct? Because humans had something far more dangerous than claws. A brain. That never stopped solving problems. But even intelligence had limits, because every once in a while, our ancestors faced something that no amount of intelligence could stop. Imagine you're part of a small tribe, maybe 20 people, your family, your children, everything you have. You've spent days following animal tracks across the plains. Food is running out. The river you've depended on for weeks has almost dried up. Finally, someone spots dark clouds gathering in the distance. Rain. Everyone celebrates. Rain means water. Rain means plants. Rain means animals returning. Rain means survival. But sometimes, those clouds brought something else, something far worse. Today, if heavy rain falls, we stay inside. Our houses protect us. Weather forecasts warn us days in advance. Ancient humans had none of that. A peaceful valley could become a deadly river within minutes. Flash floods are one of nature's fastest killers. Even today, they can sweep away cars weighing over a ton. Now imagine standing barefoot, holding a wooden spear with a child in your arms. No bridges, no rescue teams, no warning. Archaeologists have discovered ancient campsites buried beneath thick layers of mud and rock. Evidence suggests entire groups were sometimes caught by sudden floods, leaving behind tools, fire pits, and unfinished meals, frozen in time. Nature didn't just interrupt their lives, it erased them. But believe it or not, the flood wasn't the worst part, because the moment the rain stopped, the real nightmare began. The smell of wet earth spread across the landscape. Fresh grass started growing. Animals returned. But humans weren't the only ones following that scent. Every predator for miles was doing exactly the same thing. Lions, hyenas, leopards, gigantic crocodiles wading beside rivers, even packs of wild dogs, working together with deadly precision. To us, the rain meant hope. To them, it meant dinner. Scientists studying modern predators in Africa have noticed something fascinating. Large carnivores become far more active after rainfall. Prey animals gather near fresh water, and predators know exactly where they'll be. Now, imagine you're an ancient human, weak, hungry, exhausted, walking toward the only water source for miles, completely unaware that something else is watching you. from the tall grass. Not because it hates you, not because it's angry, simply because you're the easiest meal available. And this is where many people misunderstand ancient life. People imagine humans sitting around campfires every night, comfortably eating roasted meat. The reality was far less romantic. For most of history, humans weren't always the hunters. Many times, we were the hunted. Then, as if predators weren't enough, the sky itself could suddenly become your enemy. Lightning storms, massive wildfires, trees exploding from direct strikes, smoke filling the air, animals running in every direction. Imagine standing in the middle of an open plain when lightning hits dry grass just a few hundred meters away. Within minutes, walls of fire begin racing across the landscape. You can't outrun it. You can't extinguish it. You don't even know which direction is safe. Your only choice is to run.
But surviving the fire didn't mean you were safe, because once the flames disappeared, they left behind something even worse. Silence. No birds, no animals, no edible plants, just miles of black ash. To us, a burned forest looks tragic. To ancient humans, it looked like starvation. Every berry bush was gone. Every small animal had either escaped or died. And if your tribe couldn't find food quickly, the fire might not kill you. Hunger would. Then came another problem. Injuries. Today, twist your ankle and you'll probably be back on your feet in a few weeks. 70,000 years ago, a broken leg could be a death sentence. You couldn't hunt. You couldn't keep up with the tribe. And the tribe faced an impossible choice. Slow down for one injured person, or risk everyone starving. Archaeologists have discovered ancient skeletons with healed broken bones. That tells us something remarkable. Sometimes people stayed behind. Sometimes someone carried them. Sometimes human compassion became stronger than survival itself. And maybe that's one of the biggest reasons we're still here today. But compassion couldn't stop disease. After heavy rains, standing water became the perfect breeding ground for insects. Parasites spread. Contaminated water caused deadly infections. A tiny cut, barely noticeable, could become infected within days. There were no antibiotics, no disinfectants, no hospitals. Your own immune system was the only doctor you had, and it didn't always win. Then, night arrived. Most people today think darkness is peaceful. Ancient humans didn't, because darkness belonged to predators. Your vision disappeared, but theirs didn't. Lions hunted. Hyenas laughed in the distance. Leopards climbed silently through trees. Even crocodiles became harder to spot beside rivers. Every strange sound outside the camp could be your last warning. Imagine trying to sleep, knowing something might already be watching you from just beyond the firelight. For thousands of generations, humans didn't sleep because they felt safe. They slept because exhaustion eventually defeated fear. And sometimes, nature delivered something even more terrifying. Volcanoes. Scientists believe massive eruptions dramatically changed Earth's climate more than once during human evolution. Ash blocked sunlight. Temperatures dropped. Plants disappeared. Animals migrated. Entire regions became nearly impossible to survive. Imagine waking up to a sky that's no longer blue, the sun hidden behind ash, the air difficult to breathe, food disappearing week after week, not for one day, not for 1 month, but for years. For ancient humans, this wasn't just bad weather, it was the collapse of their entire world. So, what really was the most dangerous day in ancient human life? It wasn't simply the day they faced a lion, or a flood, or a wildfire. It was the day when everything happened at once. The river flooded, the fire spread, the prey disappeared, predators moved closer, someone got injured, food ran out, and night was still coming. That was the day that decided whether an entire tribe would survive or disappear forever. The incredible part is, this happened again and again for tens of thousands of years. Yet somehow, humans endured. Not because we were the fastest, not because we were the strongest, but because we learned something no other species mastered quite the same way. We shared food, we warned each other about danger, we planned ahead, We built stronger shelters, we controlled fire, we taught our children. Every disaster forced us to become smarter. Every near extinction made us more resilient. In a strange way, the most dangerous days in human history didn't destroy humanity. They created it. So the next time a storm ruins your plans, or the power goes out for a few hours, remember this. Your worst day would probably have been considered an easy day 70,000 years ago, because every sunrise back then wasn't the beginning of another ordinary day. It was another chance to survive. And sometimes that was the greatest victory of all.